And welcome back, everyone, for Week 16 of the 2018 NFL season. We have a chance to win a little bit of extra money to spend on our Christmas presents. We'll start you off with Billy B.
What's up, guys? Billy B back with you for college and NFL. Not feeling too great, so I'm just going to give you quick picks. College, we got Florida International +7, Western Michigan +12, Wake Forest +5, and Troy +1.5. NFL, Patriots -13, Falcons -3, Rams -14, and Raiders +2.5. Teaser 25 to return 250, Ravens +10.5, Rams -8, Steelers +12, Seahawks +8.5, Raiders +8.5, Packers Jets under 52.5, and Redskins Titans under 43. Good luck. As always, for Gio, I'm Billy B. Let's take the man's money and have a happy holidays.
The first game we're going to look at is one of the Saturday games. Yes, there are two Saturday games again this week. Baltimore Ravens go to LA, where the Chargers are 4-point favorites at home. It's been a good start for Lamar Jackson. I guess he's 4-1 in his 5 games. But of all the teams that he's played, now Lamar Jackson is a running quarterback. He doesn't pass the ball very much. I think he's averaging about 140 yards or so a game. He runs the ball a lot, though. And the 5 games he's played, I believe that those 5 defenses are from 25 down in being able to stop the run. And the only loss that they played was against a good team, Kansas City. I think the other 4 teams, the combined records were, off the top of my head, 19-30, something like that. Well, the Chargers are a good team. If you watch my NFL rankings videos, I think I have them as number 3. I think they're one of the best teams in the NFL, and they are very good against the run. You saw what they did last week. They went into Kansas City and knocked off a very good Chiefs team in Kansas City. They get wide receiver Keenan Allen back, and the running back Gordon is back as well. I think this is looks close on paper, but I don't think it's going to be close at all. I think the Chargers rout the Ravens here. So let's lay the points, and let's take the LA Chargers -4. The second game is on Sunday. Has my Minnesota Vikings going to Detroit, where the Lions are 6-point dogs at home. You saw what Minnesota did. They canned their offensive coordinator, and they went back to the run, and they just dominated Miami last week. The Dolphins weren't even really in the game. They had a defensive touchdown and one long play for a touchdown of, I think, 75 yards. Otherwise, it was all Minnesota. They've lost Kerryon Johnson has been shut down. Kenny Golladay is about the only weapon that Detroit has offensively, and Minnesota's secondary is very good. I think they'll be able to stop him. So I like Minnesota here. Let's lay the points, and let's take my Minnesota Vikings -6. Third game has the LA Rams going to Arizona, where the Cardinals are 14-point dogs at home. That's a lot of points, even in today's NFL. The Rams are obviously a very good team. Struggled recently. I think they've lost, 2 in a row. The thing that I've been noticing is that the Rams sort of seem to be going down offensively ever since Cooper Kupp got injured. They haven't seemed to be firing on all cylinders offensively. This is a lot of points. I think Arizona, for them, it's kind of like their Super Bowl. I think the Rams will win, but 14 points is a little bit too much. So let's take the Arizona Cardinals +14. And the fourth game we're going to look at has the Chicago Bears going to San Francisco, where the Niners are 4-point dogs at home. That was a nice win by San Francisco last week, but that was a divisional game. Again, I do my rankings, and I've got Chicago as my second best team overall. They have a very good defense. They get a lot of wins, and despite all that, they just don't seem to get the love. Now, as a Vikings fan, I know the Bears really well. This is a really good team. The offense isn't flashy, but they get it done, and the defense is lights out. I doubt they'll get the 14 penalties that Seattle got last week for like 150 yards. They're a little bit more disciplined than that. I think this is a rout, actually. So let's lay the points, and let's take the Chicago Bears -4. We're going to start off with a Saturday teaser. We got it right last week, so hey, why not? There's 2 games. The first game is Washington at Tennessee. The Titans are 10-point favorites in this game, but the number's really low. It's only 37, so it shows you that this should actually be a closer game. What I want to do is I want to tease Washington to +16, and we'll take that total of 37. We'll bring it down. 31 is kind of low. I think Tennessee, what they do is they tend to shut out teams that are run dominating teams. Like they stopped Ezekiel Elliott early in the year from Dallas. Last week, I think it was Saquon Barkley. They gave him they allowed him the worst amount of yards all year. And before that, it was Leonard Fournette, a very good running back. When a team doesn't rely on the running game so much, it's a little bit closer, a little bit more scoring. So let's tease Washington to plus 16, and we'll tease the number down to 31 and take over. And we talked about that Baltimore Los Angeles Chargers game. The total in that game is 43.5. Let's tease it up to 49.5 and take it under, because I think that the Chargers will be able to shut down the Baltimore Ravens, and we'll tease the total from the Chargers from -4 to +2 in that game. Now for my big teaser play, we'll take the Chargers -4, Minnesota -6, Chicago -4, and Arizona +14, the 4 games I mentioned earlier. We'll add Cleveland on the money line. They're at home against Cincinnati. We'll add Indianapolis on the money line, who are at home against the Giants, and we'll add Dallas on the money line. They're at home against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A $25 bet will get us $665.76, and for a 6-game teaser play, we'll tease the Chargers to +2, Minnesota to a pick'em. We'll tease Chicago to +2, Arizona all the way to +20, Cleveland down to -2.5, and Dallas to -1. A $25 bet will get us $175. Good luck. Let's take the man's money, and Merry Christmas to all of you. We'll see you next week.